What's your porn star name? It's like your first pet and the street you grew up on?
Tigger Greenridge.
Tigger Greenridge? It's not sexy.
Nope. The first house I grew up would be Tigger, Ohio, which is way, I think, worse than Greenridge. Tigger, Ohio is a girl who lives in a trailer park.
Yeah. And her mom tried to name her Tiger but couldn't spell it. This guy I dated once told me that his rule for Michael Jackson is that you can listen to all the music that came out before he got accused. Welcome to Talk Petty to Me.
Perfect.
Today, Katie wants to talk about
driving.
Yup.
Drive me crazy. That's the title of this episode. But before we get into that, let's give everyone a recap.
Pettiness is not cruel. It's small potatoes.
It's small potatoes. It's petty cash. It's when the universe adds a little jewel to the balance, to the scales.
That's right. It's like if revenge gave up on itself.
Yeah.
Non-committal revenge. But it makes you feel a little better.
For example, you sent me a news headline. There's a zoo. A zoo?
I think so.
A zoo that is allowing you to name a cockroach after your ex.
For
Valentine's Day.
And then feed it to the animals.
Oh, I didn't read that part. That is amazing. So, okay. Oh my God, I gotta do it. That is... No one gets hurt in that scenario. The cockroach is dying either way.
Wait, there was another one. An animal shelter said you could name an animal's privates after your ex right before they get neutered or spayed.
This is the type of pettiness that needs to be elevated to the mainstream. We need this everywhere. I do think if there was more opportunities for this, maybe we would balance out as a society.
I think so too. Feed more cockroaches.
Yeah, like it's the equivalent of like you go to a boxing class to get your anger out, you name a cockroach after your ex and watch it get destroyed by an elephant.
I don't think elephants eat cockroaches.
I don't know who eats just stomps on it.
I feel like the cockroach might survive that. They survive everything.
I know, they're disgusting.
Just like our exes.
I got cut off by a Tesla yesterday, or it's Friday when I was coming back from the library.
We willed it to be.
I know. It was green on both, so cars were coming, and he still decided to make a turn.
Sure.
And I just laid on my horn. It was like, it's the only thing I can do right now. I was like, excuse me, sir, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
What was he doing?
He was like, I'm just going to make room for myself because I am used to making room for myself. I was like, absolutely not. So I just went like this. I did it. I looked all the way at him. No, he was too much of a coward to do so. There's no concern for what that could have done to like 8 cars around him.
He doesn't care. I wish you had T-boned him. People are their worst selves behind the wheel of a car.
What?
People are their worst selves. They're angry, they're chaotic, they're irresponsible. It's like people online. Like, you would never talk to people like that in real life. But from the privacy of your car and from the internet, you think that you're untouchable.
Correct. I hope that Tesla guy, he ran out of batteries before he got to his destination.
Obviously. And nowhere near a Tesla charging station.
Nowhere near.
There's like a Hyundai charging station just down the block.
Yeah, but he can't fit in there.
You can't do it.
So he had to get a Tesla. Based on what happened, my rule, because of instances like that is not a one-off thing. That is a constant problem with certain cars of a certain echelon. Teslas, Lexuses, BMWs, something unattainable for someone like me. I won't let them in traffic. You're not getting in front of me. You're not getting a turn. You're not merging. I need to make something hard for you. Yeah. I need to make a little piece of your day a little bit more tricky because everything else has gone so well for you. I can't do it.
It's like someone's Make-A-Wish card. Like, you.
I won't do it.
That's petty.
You still got a wish.
You got a wish.
And it came true.
Now you drive a Tesla and you don't get to, you can wait behind, you can zipper behind me.
You can zipper behind me.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even paying attention to the road anyway, so like let me, like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Your car's driving itself.
Yeah. And poorly, might I add.
I think anyone who goes to buy a Tesla should just get their keys taken away.
Yeah.
Everyone who wants to drive a Tesla is the absolute worst driver in Los Angeles.
You go to buy a Tesla, you, instead of getting car keys to the Tesla, you get a bus pass. They want something that automatically drives them somewhere? Guess what?
Hire
a bus.
Driver.
What's like another rich person car?
I only hate Teslas.
Oh.
I don't care about anybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so new. Where was your anger before?
Just at everyone.
Okay. It's always across the board for
Porsches?
me. Audis. I rarely see a Porsche.
They're so out of style. When I'm in the car, if someone cuts me off or won't let me, like, I always use my turn signal. If I'm trying to change lanes and someone won't let me in and we end up at the same light and then I pass them by, that's when I feel joy.
Yes.
That's my pettiness.
Yes.
It's like, you were a dick for no reason. I signaled, I was polite, I tried to merge gracefully. You wouldn't let me, and now you're 45 cars behind me. Eat a dick.
I like when when they zoom around you just to get to a red light.
I love that.
You're like, oh, that loser.
And like when I pull up next to them and I'm like,
hey.
Look, here we are in the same exact position. I will say that sometimes I am that person, and then when I get to the light, I literally
You're so embarrassed.
I'm so ashamed.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I hate pedestrians when I'm in the car.
Right.
You guys are so stupid. And then when I'm a pedestrian, everyone in the car, I'm like, do you want me to die?
Yeah. I have the right of way. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying everyone is their worst self behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah.
Because I think no matter what I'm doing, I am correct. To be fair, I am. I hate when I'm in the fast lane. At 90, you're not going fast enough. And the person behind you
Oh
is
my God, yes.
You can't even see their lights. And it's like, I get that you're trying to send me a message, but what I'm gonna do
slow down.
Is slow down. Yeah.
That is one of the things I have not I kind of love about LA is there are no rules when it comes to the road.
Yeah.
You don't really need a blinker. You can just snap it right off.
Oh, I also hate when people are in the far left lane and not speeding. Whatever I'm doing is right. Everybody else.
You are.
Am I the problem?
Yeah, you're an LA driver. You're the problem. You're the problem. People don't really know how to park in parking spots either.
Correct.
They're usually always like halfway into the other one.
They do that on purpose so that people won't park next to them because they're so worried about their car getting scratched. That's a purposeful move.
That upsets me.
I am petty enough that if I had an older car, I would pull in, squeeze in right next to them. So, Scandoval.
Okay.
Sandoval cheated on Ariana with one of the girls in the friend group.
Yes.
Like ongoing. With this girl who was in the friend group who also used to be engaged to another guy in the friend group. It's messy as f***. Tom refuses to move out of the house that he and Ariana own together. So they are living in the house and refusing to talk to each other. In this episode, Tom has decided that he wants to throw a birthday party at the house.
For himself?
Yes. And Ariana said no. And he said, I'm going to do it anyway. And she said, I'm going to call the cops. As a noise complaint. And I feel like they're both trying
to one-up each other.
100%.
My friend asked me to go to see Chicago, the musical.
Yes.
When it comes to LA. And then another friend in the group chat said, is that the one that Ariana is in? And I said, excuse me? And she said, Ariana is in Chicago on Broadway. And I said, I refuse to see that.
That's right.
Because I am such a musical theater nerd. And everyone's like, but she was a musical. Do you know how many musical theater people aren't good enough to be on Broadway?
Yeah.
Almost all of them. Be in a community college play like everybody else. Those people work their f***ing asses off.
Yeah.
And she was hot and on a reality show and something bad happened to her and they're like, it's okay, we'll just put you on Broadway.
The amount of things that Ariana has gotten out of being cheated on makes it worth being cheated on. Do you
I got cheated on. Can I get on Broadway?
She did like 15 like partnership commercials, batteries, nail polish, like all of that stuff. She was on Dancing with the Stars. The list is nearly endless, and the cherry on top is Broadway.
I feel like that is a good example.
You refuse to see a show you like.
I love that show.
You want to support her.
I love that show.
Yeah.
And I cannot, it's not even, I don't want to support her. I don't want to support the idea of us letting that happen. And you can't.
It's a big picture. You don't need to turn your trauma into success. You need to be depressed like the rest of us.
need an outlet for my air fryer and my...
An outlet?
I have
extension cord?
No. I have an air fryer, a smoothie, and my espresso machine, but only 2 outlets, so every day I have to...
Right, so you need like an extra...
An outlet.
No, outlets come in the wall.
There's an extender outlet that gives you plug it in, and it's 3 more outlets.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Goodbye.